We harvest our squash in the autumn, we cure them, we store them and eat them through the winter. But every vegetable has its day, and I'm dreaming of spring, so I think it's okay to use my last squash for a roasted squash soup. And it's a really easy meal on a nice lazy Sunday. Now you can use any squash here. Butternut is what you always see. I'm not reinventing the wheel here either. I'm doing a classic style. So carrots, onions, and garlic will be roasted with the squash. So put your olive oil in. Now I used 2 large carrots here because, as you probably saw, my squash is a little underdeveloped. But if you're using a nice meaty squash, buttercup, butternut, then you may want to reduce the carrots. Just do it to taste. I used 4 cloves of garlic because mine are large. I cut my squash oddly just so it would fit here and to be safe when cutting it. Dress it again with a bit of olive oil, salt, pepper. I use black pepper. My mother would not be impressed. It should be white pepper to be a little bit more elegant, but I don't have any. And then I use some of my sage that had dried. It just turns to powder. You'll notice off to the side I saved a few seeds there. I'm going to just toast them up a bit to just garnish the soup. That's all those are for. And then I'm just going to stick it in the oven. My oven, I find I roast all my vegetables at 400, so you know your ovens. Roast appropriately, keep your eye on it, and mix around till they look lovely and roasted. Okay, I've taken everything out of the oven. It smells really beautiful. There's my toasted seeds, ready for garnish. Throw it into a pot. You'll notice all the liquid in this. I added sage and cayenne pepper here, but look at the water. It's I'm using a Rouge Vive de Temps squash, so I knew it would be runny, so I hesitate to tell you how much stock to do. So again, just measure to your own. And here's my own homemade maple syrup as a final touch. At this stage, give it a taste test. I added a little bit more of my homemade maple syrup, but not too much. You don't want to know it's there or take away from the star of the show. And after a quick blitz, it's all ready, and it was really, really tasty. These are my purple Peruvian fingerlings, the little bits that you make sure you get out of the garden, but you just throw out because you can't do anything with them. I have no idea why I saved them. Anyway, they're starting to sprout, which is crazy. Do you think that could actually become, I'm trying to focus there, a potato? I think I'm going to plant these for fun in a bucket and see if anything comes out of them. Okay, it's late at night and the lighting is horrible, but things I do late at night. So I've pulled some of the potatoes out. I noticed there is a combination. They're not just the purple Peruvian. These are my own certified. They were certified. I grew them. So these are my own potatoes. They're the purple Peruvian. Now the red aren't, but the purple Peruvian are late season or long growing potatoes, so they're going to want to hill up a bit, but I don't think they're going to do much of anything anyways. So I'm just going to dig in, stick some around. The purple Peruvian make extremely long, what do you call them? It's like a vine. They'll take over your garden. They're kind of crazy. Yeah, they grow these long vines all through your garden. Anywho, I'm going to stick these little babies in. Some may just rot away to nothing. and see if I can get anything from these. A little experiment. I'll keep you posted on these. I forgot to order my parsnip seeds this year. So, fortunately I hadn't thrown out my last year's seeds because, as we know, they don't last year to year. But I got 60% germination when I tested them. I will be throwing these out, but I will be using last year's seeds. I have a bucket in my living room with a mandarin orange. I planted a mandarin orange seed in there. Anyway, it's taking up a lot of space. And one day going through my seeds, I came across the Malabar spinach. I stuck a seed in here. And it's coming along quite nice. It didn't grow for me outside. The season wasn't warm enough, long enough. But they did try to grow, but it wasn't enough for me to even try it. So I haven't even tasted this yet. Some of the things I read on it, where it's sort of a slimy texture, doesn't really interest me, but it may be just in how you cook it. So it'd be pretty cool if I can grow that in here. And I guess this is more of a mistake than an experiment. I thought I planted a bush variety tomato. I did not, apparently. Oh well. Thank you for watching.